Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Off the play fake, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Winston now. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
To the 43, 2nd down. And boy, Mike Evans, he's in some discomfort. So we're going to stop play here as they pay attention to him. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. To throw is Winston. He completes this to Russell Gage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. A 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Jameis to throw it. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
3rd down and 13. Now Winston. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll go up the middle with White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defense.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Winston. And this time he's got the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Following the interception, Winston. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. That result, really no surprise. It's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the '85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. The drive starts with a run by White. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Winston. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And that's what we've seen from his defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. They start the drive with White, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact play.
Back to it after the pick-6. Winston. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Here's Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So really a nightmare of a first half for him, Charles. His 2nd lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback or running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll start with an NFC matchup at MetLife Stadium. The Giants hosting New Orleans, and it's the home team who are out in front. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory.
First down, Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, Winston. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. They run straight ahead here with White. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Winston working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. Flushed, and Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Winston now to throw on first down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Winston. Buying time to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. "21 yards. Well done on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jalen Carter
Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Jameis now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 7.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure comes and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Working out of the gun, Winston. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
Down the sideline he goes.
And down to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop. From the gun, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Evans has it left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Second down, Winston. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Philadelphia,
they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.